only way to save, like, I guess, like, maybe Noelle is to, warn her about Ren being the one who starts the fire. But, like, bro, I didn't know it was him.
Well, yeah, how did everyone know it was Ren? That's the guy that just
Yeah, that
bumps
was
into
the
Chloe
last
at the
guy.
beginning, right?
Yeah, bro, and he literally, and, like, everyone was like, oh, bro, he wouldn't do it, bro.
I can't believe the whole story is centered around that picture she takes. That is so
I
funny.
know.
So funny how important that photo is. Okay, how to save Jeanette. As a flyer, artistically let that will let your version of Maxima Jeanette officer the flyers on the notice board
Oh,
by the
bro,
stairs. If you do not interact with the
yeah, I
board,
took
Max
the,
cannot tell Noelle where Jeanette is during the fire, and Jeanette will die. To save
I
Jeanette,
didn't
you
even know
must
where
mention
Jeanette
her to
was.
Noelle after your Max talks to the custodian during the same conversation you give Noelle the mask.
Yo, I took the mask, but bro, I didn't know Jeanette was in the fire. Like, how was I supposed to know Jeanette was in there? I
Because
didn't see her at all.
you were supposed to interact with the flyer that showed that she was going to be at the event, supposedly.
That's stupid.
Stupid.
Okay, what about Owen? How do you save Owen?
Yeah, let me see. He ran in. If Ren doesn't start the fire, Owen doesn't need to be saved. Oh. So
Wait, is there a
they're
way you can actually just completely
yeah.
stop the fire?
So yeah, so if you figure out that it's Ren in time, then everyone who just died just doesn't die. That's why we have so many deaths.
That's retarded.
Yeah, so you just not making the fire happen. Owen does it. We're like, how do we not kill him? Just don't start the fire.
I can. It tells me I can go back to certain scenes and change my option. I might see what the other
Yeah,
like
let's see
outcome
the
is.
out of all the people you saved Safi and the poet. The person we wanted to die the most, we didn't even kill them. Most of the other people had Safi die.
Bro,
You just did the
no,
opposite of
we were.
everything you wanted, bro. No, because the other two
Bro,
options
no.
was Safi dying.
Yeah, but most people fucking like talked her out of killing herself.
They
Like, the only way Safi could have died is if you would have like been like, bro, like no one like if you would have not convinced her to stay. But it's pretty easy to convince a bitch to stay.
yeah, true. So we
It's not like
somehow
when
saved
Kate. It's not like
Anthony
when
though.
Kay
So
killed herself.
Anthony could have died. As a mentioned where you're running on the to save Anthony, go in front and open the door with the wrench that you'll call this the same door Max couldn't open during the original fire. Okay, yeah. So that's how you save the poet. How to stop the fire? Should we look at spoilers on how to not stop the fire, or do you want to do that? I feel like that's a pretty big one.
Should I do it right now? Like go back to certain
Yeah,
like scenes and just
yeah. I'll
stop the
watch.
fire. Okay.
But about that ending, I really like that ending decision because having
I do
that's
too.
literally like Chloe's is her version of what Max did in the first game. She's like
Yeah.
picking her selfishness over Max.
Yeah.
That was a tough
Okay.
decision to be honest. Even though it feels easy to just burn. I agree to burn it, but okay, yeah. So I'll be watching.
Um. Wait. Save already loaded. Okay. We'll go to scene select. I bet it all starts with going to like wait, hold on. Yeah, here. I bet I have to go here. Explore scene, replay a completed scene to find collectibles, and explore scene to restart scene. Restart your game from the selected scene. This will create a new save file, and completing the scene will continue the game from this point. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do a whole like new game for that. Yo, I'm getting the trophy for saving everybody because I did not know that you could do all that.
It's this guy's fault, to be honest.
Bro. Cop salty as that way. He's mad. Okay. Is there any way I can put the skip scene thing on? Yo, did you see the content warning pause and how many things there were? There was like a sex, yeah, look, brightness warning, blood warning, violence warning, suicide warning, death warning, intense visual effects warning, drug warning, sex warning.
But that didn't even happen in the game, though.
Yeah, I guess it's just like talks of it. Hold on. Is there a way to skip certain scenes? I don't know.
Wait, and now what the hell does Ren have to? Like, am I missing something about him?
He literally said he dropped out of the protest, so that made me think, like, I don't know, like,
I guess that should have been a red
he said,
flag. He dropped out to go
yeah.
do something else. Yo, Bill really was trying to kill kids, bro.
I know, bro. They padlocked the entire thing, bro. It's crazy.
You know, I respect them heavily for having a fallout. If you can really stop the fire, then I respect them for having such an ending where, like, they straight up
Yeah.
lose like that. Yeah, cook his ass. So he's dodging your eyes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll grill him real quick.
You know, his eyes.
Yeah.
He's a tweaker.
I'll tell the cops. I'll tell Noel. I'll tell Amanda. I'll tell Noel. Man, what is your problem?
Terrible response.
Rejected for dates, rejected for mission, trying so hard not to care. I don't know.
It's square
Rejected
triangle.
for mission. Ooh, he won. Okay, I'm better restart, actually. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna restart. Reload last checkpoint. Oh, this is. I'm stupid.
Damn, caught you. He's talking about himself.
Yeah. Yeah, Lucas was the last person I suspected. He just seems weird.
See in his eyes, he's
It-
crazy.
It was between him and
He
Joey.
was
Can I? Hold
crazy.
on. Damn, can I not like restart from
No,
like
no,
here?
yeah, there's no way anyone thought Lucas did it, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna suspect. I'm still gonna say it's him. Yeah, this guy's dude. Why are the two unks like leading the protest? Yeah, this guy's a bum. Okay, I'm gonna do this like tomorrow or something.
Cool.
We'll see if there's a different ending tomorrow.
Yeah, good to save something.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
where'd
overall like
Christian
this
go?
way better. Christian's here?
Yeah, this was a really good game. Yeah, Christian was here, but he left.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, I just did remember he was. Okay, I'll text him that after we're done. But yeah, the plot was better. How they spent their time was bad. But
Yeah,
the plot was good.
yeah, bro. She should have warned way more people.
Yeah, for as bad as the ending is, for as bad as in like in terms of like for their situation, they took
Yeah,
it pretty well. Pretty well.
yeah,
I think it's because that ending is supposed to flow into whether you save the school or not. So no matter what, they had to flow into. Uh,
yeah.
the
Dude, I did not know. I did not know you could just
well,
like completely stop the fire.
if you stop the fire, then how does that change the last decision? Because then the last decision, the photo wouldn't matter.
I don't know.
So is there a different
I feel
side?
I feel like there's some like there has to be like a fire still breaks out and happens. Maybe it's just not as bad.
Yeah, because or else that last decision doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't know, it said that there was multiple endings.
I'll look at any others then. I won't
Okay.
look up too much.
Well, see you later then.
Good night.
Night.